Good morning, students. Now we are in chapter number 7, that means conservation of plants and animals. Yesterday you read about conservation of plants and animals. Now, next is consequences of deforestation. As you all know, deforestation means cutting down of trees in large scale. So, when the trees are cut in large scale, then what will be its result? What will be its consequences? So, first is it is one of the major cause of soil erosion. Soil erosion is the removal of the top fertile layer of the soil, and roots of trees and plants bind the top fertile layer of the soil together. But when there are no trees, the fertile layer gets washed away with water and strong winds. Water, when the flood comes, strong rains are there. Then, with water, the topmost layer of the soil, which is most fertile, it washed away. And also with the strong winds, when the winds blow, then it take away the upper layer of the soil. So the soil loses its top layer, which is rich in nutrients and humus, and this leads to poor growth of vegetation and ultimately results in infertility of the soil. Second point is cutting down of trees leads to loss of natural habitats. Habitats means the natural home of animals and plants. So the habitats get lost when we cut down trees in large scale, because many of the animals and plants are reside there in the forest, so their natural homes get lost. And it has been estimated that an average 137 species are driven to extinction in rainforest every day to cutting down of trees. Another example is of giant panda. The home of these pandas, the bamboo forest. The pandas live in bamboo forest, and it have been reduced to less than half of their original density because of their loss of habitat. So, in loss of giant pandas is in so many numbers that these species become endangered now. Extinct means the animals or plants or the organism which is completely removed from the environment, and endangered which is at the verge of extinction. That means if we not save it, then it will come to an extinct. So now giant panda is in endangered species. That means now we have to save it to save their species. Third is trees play a very important role in maintaining the balance of gases in the earth's atmosphere. As we know, plants take in carbon dioxide and give out oxygen, just opposite to us. We take oxygen and release carbon dioxide, but plants take carbon dioxide and give out oxygen. So, cutting down of trees leads to less absorption of carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. If there will be less trees, then less carbon dioxide will be absorbed. And the excess of carbon dioxide heats up atmosphere, resulting in melting of glaciers and ice caps because of the carbon dioxide increasing there, so it causes global warming. So, the phenomena of increasing in global temperature due to imbalance in atmospheric gases is known as global warming. The Earth's temperature is rising due to increasing amount of carbon dioxide. The property of carbon dioxide is that it traps the heat coming from the sun, and that's why the Earth's temperature is rising. So, global warming disturbs the water cycle, affects rainfall, and results in floods and droughts. Fourth point, we know that trees release water vapor in atmosphere by the process of transpiration. Transpiration is the loss of water vapor in the atmosphere by the trees. Cutting down of trees on large scale has resulted in the decrease of amount of water vapor in the atmosphere, which leads to decrease in overall rainfall. Because the less trees are there, so less water vapor is released in the atmosphere. That's why the less rainfall will be there. Fifth point, cutting down of trees makes the soil loose as there are no roots to bind the soil. And this leads to natural catastrophes such as landslide. You can see landslides in mountain areas because of the less trees. If trees will be there, then it will bind the soil. But because of less trees, the soil become loose, and time to time there is landslides. Then deforestation leads to desertification of land. Desertification means the conversion of fertile land into desert. If there is less vegetation or less trees, then it will convert into desert slowly. So, without any trees present to hold up the top layer of the soil, water and wind remove the fertile soil, thus making it unfit to support the growth of any vegetation. And slowly, this land will convert into desert. And the last point is deforestation also leads to decrease in the water holding capacity of the soil. Again, same as the roots absorb the water, but if there will be less trees, then the water will flow down easily to the other part of the area, and this increase the frequency of floods. In other areas which is lower than the upper areas, there will be flood formation because the water flows down easily and it will cause floods there. So these are some consequences of deforestation. First, soil erosion. Second, loss of natural habitats. Third, imbalance in the gases of the atmosphere. Fourth, less release of water vapor in the atmosphere. Fifth, it causes landslides. Sixth, desertification of land. And seventh, increase in flood.